Hello, and thank you for your interest in the LA Local Hire programs. We hope that you learn more about the alternative pathways into civil service careers offered. So what is LA Local Hire? LA Local Hire is our initiative for connecting individuals to careers within the city of Los Angeles through alternative pathways. This is done with our two programs, Targeted Local Hire and our newest program, Bridge to Jobs. During the remainder of this video, we will refer to the Targeted Local Hire program as the TLH program and the Bridge to Jobs program as Bridge program. Let's begin with the TLH program. The TLH program offers an opportunity to be directly referred to a city department for hiring consideration into an entry-level job. There is no experience or education requirement to be a part of the program. The only requirements are as follows: having a valid agency referral form from an approved referral agency, having a valid referral code assigned by the application site at the time of application, and having the legal right to work in the United States. You must have this legal right at the time you are hired if a job is offered to you, but it is not necessary for applying to the program. There are 11 available classifications through the TLH program. Some of the possible career options include Animal Care Assistant, where you will care for many types of domestic and wild animals. Typical tasks may include bathing animals, cleaning cages and facilities, transferring animals to shelters, helping with adoptions, and tending to healthy and sick animals. Animal License Canvasser Assistants canvass residences and businesses for valid dog and equine licenses, collect license fees, and verify current rabies vaccinations and sterilization of dogs in the field. Assistant gardeners assist with landscape construction and maintenance of city parks, playgrounds, traffic islands, and other landscaped areas. Assistant tree surgeons assist in tree trimming and perform a variety of tasks on the ground. Custodial services assistant perform a variety of cleaning and janitorial tasks in city buildings. Garage assistants work with cars, trucks, and motorcycles. Sample tasks include shuttling of passengers, parking cars, washing and waxing, and minor repairs. Maintenance assistants perform a variety of manual tasks for the city, such as assisting with construction and maintenance, and transporting materials and equipment. Street services assistants help pave and slurry city roads and make small asphalt repairs. Warehouse and toolroom workers help order, receive, store, and account for materials, supplies, automotive parts, tools, and equipment. Office services assistant perform general office work, which may include customer service, basic word processing, data entry, filing and organizing, and other related work. Delivery driver assistants collect mail, supplies, and deliver other department materials. Drivers also collect water samples for use in laboratory tests and prepare routine reports. If hired through the TLH program, employees will begin either as a vocational worker or an office trainee. During the 6-month period, TLH employees receive at least $15 an hour with on-the-job training, pension, and health benefits. After successful completion of the on-the-job training period, employees in the program will transition into one of the assistant positions where they will serve a 6-month probationary period for civil service. Once the 6-month probation period is successfully completed, employees will then transfer into full civil service status and may apply for eligible transfers and promotions. LA Local Hire also offers the Bridge to Jobs program, or Bridge, which provides individuals an opportunity to be directly referred to a city department for hiring consideration into a semi-skilled job. Because Bridge provides alternative pathways into semi-skilled positions, you must meet one of the following 4 requirements. You must have obtained a high school diploma or equivalent issued by a U.S. institution. You must have an approved certification. You must have a qualifying score on the CASAS test that is administered by the Los Angeles Unified School District Division of Adult and Career Education, or you must have a qualifying score on the city's aptitude test. If you have a high school diploma or equivalent from a U.S. institution, or you have an approved certification, proof must be submitted at the time that the Bridge online application is submitted. This means that you will not have to take the CASAS test or the city's aptitude test. If you wish to qualify for Bridge by taking either the CASAS test or the city's aptitude test, you will have to select which test you would like to take on the Bridge online application. You will then receive an email with instructions on your test date and time after your online application is submitted. In the Bridge program, if you are hired, you will begin in the trainee class, where you will receive on-the-job training for 6 months to 5 years, depending on the specific class. During the 6-month to 5-year training period, you will receive at least $19 an hour with on-the-job training, pension, and health benefits. Possible career options include accounting clerk, where you will perform clerical accounting work, maintenance of accounting records and reports, or payroll and timekeeping documents, process and monitor invoice payments and personal services contract invoice payments. You may perform cashiering duties, or you may act as a lead person in the performance of such work. Communication information representatives receive and handle incoming calls or emails from the public and city employees through a two-way radio or central voice telephone communication system. You will determine the required course of action for each call, such as providing information or routing calls to the proper station. These employees also relay information orally and in writing, enter and retrieve information from a computer-based system, and perform clerical work. Community services representatives will provide customer service and social service work, including promoting city departments' special programs, services, and resources. Electrical craft helpers assist semi-skilled craft workers engaged in one of the electrical trades involved in construction, installation, maintenance, and/or repair of electrical systems, facilities, and equipment. Field engineering aides perform subprofessional land surveying work or work with engineering personnel. You may be required to climb fences, work in confined spaces, work with hot asphalt, and carry equipment long distances over various types of terrain. You may also be trained to operate data collectors and to set up and operate GPS receivers. Inspector trainees assist inspectors and receive training in various areas, including, but not limited to, inspecting of buildings and structures, heating and refrigeration, electrical installations, perform owner and property record research, inspection of streets, storm drains, etc. Duties might differ slightly depending on the department. After you complete the on-the-job training period in a trainee class, you will be transitioned to an assistant class where, like the TLH program, you will serve your 6-month probationary period for civil service. After successful completion of the probationary period, you will then be transitioned into full civil service. Please note that for the inspector trainee classification, you must pass a civil service exam for inspector within 5 years of being hired as an inspector trainee. Civil service status is not automatic for inspector trainees. City departments are ready to provide training that will help you prepare for inspector civil service exams. However, you must still pass the exam in order to obtain a permanent civil service job. Upon being hired as an inspector trainee, you may be required to furnish an automobile properly insured for city service. Mileage will be paid according to established rates. So who can apply to these two programs? They are open to everyone and anyone who meets the requirements for the desired position. Both programs aim to remove barriers to employment, so any applicant identifying with one or more of our targeted populations will have a higher chance to receive a referral. If you have any questions about what we covered, about the differences between programs, what is needed to apply, or exam information, please contact the Personnel Department at lalocalhire@lacity.org. Please note that targeted populations will have a higher chance of being referred. Information about whether or not you are a part of a targeted population is not shared with anyone. It is collected for tracking purposes only, and only the Worksource Centers and Personnel Department will have access to this confidential information. Identifying yourself as a member of a targeted population is not mandatory, but it is beneficial. In order to apply for the TLH program and/or bridge, you must take the following steps. You must first visit a referral agency to go through a job readiness assessment. If you are deemed job ready, you will be issued either a TLH referral form and/or a bridge referral form. Please note that a unique referral form is required for each program. Then, you will call and make an appointment at an approved application site. You will need to make an appointment to attend the TLH and bridge orientation and application session. Then, you will attend the TLH and bridge orientation and application session. You must bring your original agency referral form in order to submit your application. Additionally, you may have to bring the following depending on the program that you want to apply for. For TLH, you will be able to submit your TLH application as long as you have a valid agency referral form. For bridge, you will select which one of the 4 bridge requirements you fulfill on the online bridge application. You have a high school diploma or equivalent issued by a U.S. institution. You have a approved certification. You would like to take the CASAS test, or you would like to take the city's aptitude test. If you select that you have either a high school diploma or equivalent, or an approved certification, you must bring proof of either your high school diploma or equivalent issued by a U.S. institution or an approved certification. Proof may include bringing your original high school diploma, official transcripts, or other official documentation showing that you have a high school diploma or equivalent or an approved certification. Staff at the application site will help collect the proof and help you submit it with your application. You will not have to take the CASAS test or the city's aptitude test if you provide proof of a high school diploma or equivalent or an approved certification. If you wish to take the CASAS test or the city's aptitude test, you will select your respective test option on the online application. If you choose to take the CASAS test, you will receive an email with information on your CASAS test date and time at a later time. If you choose to take the city's aptitude test, you will receive an email with information on your city's aptitude test date and time at a later time. Please be sure to check your email on a regular basis for any information regarding your test date and time. After you have submitted your application and it has been approved for the TLH and/or bridge program, you will be placed in the candidate pool. There are 16 application sites located in the Los Angeles area, the San Fernando Valley, and the Harbor. More information on the locations of our application sites can be found on our website at lalocalhire.lacity.org. When you go to one of our application sites, you will find staff that is ready to help you with your application, including providing you with a valid referral code. If you require additional services, you may visit your original service provider. If you have questions about the program or city employment, you may also visit your original service provider. Please be reminded that you must call ahead of time because an appointment may be needed. So what happens next? After your application is approved for the TLH and/or bridge program, you will be in the candidate pool waiting to be randomly selected for referral to city departments for hiring consideration. The time it takes to receive a referral depends solely on the hiring needs of the departments. If there are vacancies, it may be sooner. If there are no vacancies, it may take months or up to a year or even longer. There is not a specific number of jobs that are available at any given time. It all depends on the ongoing vacancies available at city departments. Please check your email address and text messages or sign up at a WorkSource center for a case manager to ensure that you do not miss any opportunities. If you have not been referred after 1 year, you will be given the option to renew your application via an email notification approximately 30 days before it expires. If you wish to renew your application, all you have to do is click the button in the notice. Please remember that the LA Local Hire programs do not guarantee a job. They provide an opportunity to be referred for a long-term career with the city. The candidate pool and referral procedures are handled by the personnel department, not the WorkSource centers. If you need immediate work, WorkSource center staff may help with career search while waiting in the candidate pool for the targeted local hire program and/or the Bridge to Jobs program. You will remain eligible for referral opportunities even if you have a job elsewhere, as long as you have an active application. The TLH and Bridge programs both have the same conditions of employment. All candidates who are offered a tentative job offer must pass a background review, have the legal right to work in the United States, and must meet the COVID-19 vaccination requirements in accordance with Los Angeles City Ordinance 187134. If you do not meet these requirements by the time you would start working, then you will not be able to work for the City of Los Angeles. The following are important reminders. Please keep these in mind when applying to the TLH or Bridge program. TLH and Bridge are an opportunity to be a part of a candidate pool from which candidates will be randomly selected to participate in the hiring process with a city department. City jobs are not guaranteed. Your application will be active for 1 year once it has been approved. If you are not offered a job with a city department and accept within 1 year, you may renew your application after 1 year. The number of referrals will depend on the number of vacancies available. Let's recap. To apply for TLH and/or Bridge, you need to take the following steps. 1. You will need to complete the program overview and job readiness assessment at your nearest referral agency. 2. You will need to obtain a valid agency referral form. 3. You will need to call your nearest application site to schedule an orientation appointment. Please be reminded to take your original referral form to your appointment. 4. You will submit your application for TLH and/or Bridge. Please remember that for Bridge, you must meet one of the 4 requirements to apply. You must submit proof of an approved certification or a high school diploma at the time of application, if applicable. Or you must wait for an email notification for your appointment to take either the CASAS test or the city's aptitude test, if applicable. After your application is submitted and approved for the TLH and/or Bridge program, you will be placed in the candidate pool. Please remember to check your email for referral opportunities. Please visit your nearest designated application site for more information on the application for TLH and/or Bridge. When you are referred to an application site, please be ready to discuss your employment preferences to help select the careers you want to apply for through the Targeted Local Hire program or the Bridge to Jobs program. Thank you for attending the LA Local Hire program orientation. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us anytime at lalocalhire@lacity.org.